You know, today's title is Principles, Parties, and Where America Goes From Here. Let me offer a thought on the last part, where we go from here. Think about this: Afghanistan withdrawal, debate about infrastructure, debt ceiling, Trump tell-alls, the death of Gabby Petito, Captain Kirk really going to space. There's no shortage of news. But I argue that in this climate, the most important story is actually none of the above. Instead, it's Facebook. Frances Haugen is the Facebook whistleblower we've all seen by now since she first appeared on 60 Minutes last Sunday night. She has analogized the impact of an unregulated Facebook to big tobacco, seatbelts, and opioids. Part of what she's revealed is how Facebook knows that Instagram, which it owns, is toxic for teen girls because of the impact that it has on body image. And that's very important. But there's something else that impacts all of us and goes to the heart of our democracy. For a long time, I've tried to educate about the perils of a polarized media, how we've never had so much choice in where we get our news and information, and yet so few seem to exercise that opportunity. Instead, we hunker down in our silos of ideological media worlds that reaffirm our previously held views instead of sampling competing thought. The climate won't change, I say, until more of us change the channel. Well, for many, Facebook controls the remote. Their news feed, where users get a constantly updated, personalized source of both news and personal information, like photos, is where most of the platform's 3 billion users spend their time. Advertising here and at Instagram, it accounts for nearly all of the 86 billion Facebook generated in revenue last year. What determines what gets in each user's feed? That would be Facebook's proprietary algorithm. It considers what they know of your interests and associations and feeds you content to keep you hooked. In 2018, when the algorithm's formula was changed, supposedly to improve a user's well-being, it instead rewarded the angriest, most divisive voices. Think of that friend or relative that we all have, who takes their politics to an extreme. Their own internal memos acknowledge this, quote, "Misinformation, toxicity, and violent content are inordinately prevalent among reshares." We've talked a lot about important issues here tonight, but none of the rest of what we've discussed will matter if we don't first get the public arena under control, incentivize outlets to provide balance, and educate consumers about the limitations of being overly dependent upon one source. It's time to restore some decorum and stop ceding the town square to the loudest voices. Thank you, Committee of 70, and good luck and congratulations to David Thornburg.